How are you today? Happy 4th of July. Apollo, what are you doing, Apollo? He has no idea. He wants to just jump on the table. And then Kanan just woke up from his nap. Apollo, say hi to the fans. He's so funny. He's getting so big, but he's actually small. Wait, baby. You smell my lip gloss? It has like smell to it. It's so funny. Go play. Kanan doesn't really play with Apollo. You're so mean. You're such a bad brother. All right, so we are going to do Gemini next, or should we do Scorpio? I'm trying to see which one. I got hair on my lip because of Apollo. Let's do Scorpio, and I will do Gemini next. All right, Spirit. What does the Scorpios need to know for the month of July? What do my Scorpios need to know for the month of July for love? Let's do love first. Party. Epiphany. Cycles changing completions. We got the Sun and Strength cards. And then we got Spirit Guides. So somebody that was like that you had to part your ways from, that likes to party like a rock star all the time, out all night and drinking and God only knows what, is having an epiphany now. Now they're having an epiphany. What else is new? When you come into a Scorpio's life, most of the time, we're here to transform you. Listen, and if you're not ready for it, that's really not our problem. A lot of times, people want to keep us stuck in a shell. So this person that likes to party like a rock star and then you had suspicions in regards to them, is now having an epiphany, but you closed the cycle out. You closed it out. Because you're changing like a butterfly right now. You're changing. Okay? You can't have people holding you back when you're trying to change and when the cycles are completed. Because right now you're embodying all this sun energy right here, where why would you want to go back to stuff that you've already dealt with and closed out of your life? Your spirit guides had to come in and shift this crap up because they didn't like this person. They weren't liking the fact that it seemed like you were actually. I have a feeling that this person complained a lot to people that that you weren't doing anything, that you weren't giving enough, when in reality they were the ones that weren't doing enough. They weren't the ones that were doing enough. I think you went above and beyond for this person, actually, probably more than anybody else. All right, Spirit. Let's see what the tarot says in regards to who is this person that parties like a rock star every day, because that's their life, that is having an epiphany. They went everywhere. Who is this person, Spirit, that wants to come forward? I don't even think they want to come forward. I don't know. Let's see if they want to do anything. I'll feel it out and see. But I feel like you really closed this chapter out because it wasn't going anywhere. So who is this person that parties that is now having an epiphany in regards to my Scorpios? That is now having an epiphany. Who is this person, Spirit, that parties a lot, that is having an epiphany? That's off center. I'm now just realizing the tongue out. We had the Ten of Swords here. This is a painful ending. This is done. Because we have the Ten of Swords and then we have the Tower. Okay? Scorpio, you're done with this. Why? Because I see betrayal here all in these cards. Okay? Like, this is somebody that you actually cared about that betrayed you and you felt defeated. Like, there was nothing else that you could do to help the situation. The Two of Wands comes in because you have personal goals, and this person was put it like you felt like this person was in the way of your goals, or if you wanted to do something together, like to actually make progress within like the dynamic, you were the only one that was really willing to change yourself. Like, yes, you could have went out and partied, you could have went out and drank, but if somebody's coming forward and they giving you some bullshit offer, I'm gonna say bullshit because, okay, you was trying to play it safe with this person because right now you're in alignment, but when you was dealing with this person, you felt imbalanced. And I think you told this person that they weren't making you, like, it wasn't that they didn't make you happy, but there's days where when you were around this person, because they wanted to party and drink all the time and probably do other stuff, that you weren't, like, it was throwing you off your cues, like it was throwing you off alignment. Okay. And when Scorpios feel like people are throwing them off when we have a goal, especially like a foresight that we know that we're not supposed to be doing stuff, is gonna throw us off. And this person was throwing you off, where the spirit guides came in, your ancestors came in, and they shifted things over because there was some stuff. There's a betrayal here, and this person doesn't think that you know that there's a betrayal here. I'm getting here that they hooked up with somebody from work, or they was texting other people while they said that y'all weren't really like that. They weren't really doing anything because you got the Ten of Swords here, so there's definitely a betrayal. We got the Tower because you felt like things were being delayed, and you're transforming right now. Okay, this person is now suffering, and if not, like they have a fear, they had a fear of change where you had no reason, that you had no choice but to throw a tower on them because they didn't want to change. What else? What else, Spirit, for the Scorpios, that what they need to know for love? What does the Scorpios? What else do they need to know for love for the situation? I get here that this person talks a lot of nonsense to people outside the relationship, and you gotta protect the. You gotta protect. They weren't protecting the union, where a lot of evil eye was on it. We got the Emperor in the reverse. Yeah, this person has no discipline. They have no discipline. They was going out hooking up with people. And you notice that people was like, I bet you noticed that a lot of people was giving you funny looks. And you probably could read their mind, the people. Okay? Where you knew something was off during this whole situation. Something wasn't right. There's betrayal here. This person has a lack of discipline. That's what. Yeah, they definitely hooked up with somebody behind your back, or they was dealing with somebody, and you was just like, I don't know. Okay, they act like tyrant too. So like that's also one reason why they threw you off dealing with this person, because you're high vibrational. This person is super low vibrational. They carry no aspects of the Emperor, like because they're in the reverse. Okay, they don't have their shit together. They're not disciplined. Okay, and they act very controlling. They trying to control you, but they outdoing whatever they want. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So this could definitely be a fire sign, specifically a Leo, or it could be an air sign, Gemini. But I see, or it could be Leo, Aries, or Gemini, but it's given heavy Leo. Okay? Um, you're just ready to move forward and have a, like, there is somebody in your energy though that wants to have like like that wants to come forward. It's a water sign. It could be an air or water sign. Okay, that wants to come forward. Um, it could be Cancer, or it could be a Libra or a Scorpio that wants to come forward in your energy, but it's given Cancer. possibly, that wants to come forward and have like a um passionate beginning with you. This is somebody that's super romantic and creative, and this is somebody that you I don't know if you know them, but it's somebody that wants to come forward and actually have something with you. If you don't know who this is somebody that possibly is gonna come in July. Okay, this is possibly new love that's coming in. Maybe, I don't know. What's the ever? What else? Actually, let me get some more oracle cards on this. Somebody wants to propose to the Scorpio. Yeah, it could be such an air. It's air or water sign that wants to come forward with a proposal. That's so odd. Maybe you know them, but it might be somebody that's like a new love. It's somebody that's gonna follow their heart when it comes to you and give you what you want. What else, Spirit, when it comes to my Scorpios for love for July? They want to form a solid foundation. This is something that's like, you're not, I don't think you see it now, but it's somebody that actually wants to have a foundation with you. And this is actually, I believe it is somebody from your past. It's either somebody from your past or somebody that's going to be coming in. But I believe this might be somebody from your past, Scorpio. It's somebody that had a lot of doubts when it came to you and your connection in the past. And illusions were being casted upon this dynamic when y'all was dealing with each other. But I don't know if you're going to take them back. I don't know if you would take them back. Because when Scorpios are done, they're done. So I don't know. Scorpios, be careful because we are like a lot of us are transforming right now, so a lot of people want to come in and like try to confuse us and do all types of nonsense. So just be careful when it comes to love, because I don't even think Scorpios are really going to be in it for love for July, to be honest, because we out here and we're on our grind, and then people want to come in and do this crazy crap. All right, we're going to get the motivational message for your love message for July, and then we're going to move to your finances. What's the motivational message for my Scorpios for the month of July? People need to realize that Scorpios, we don't like people in our way with our ambitions. And usually we can smell when somebody is like in our way. And if they don't have the same like goals and aspirations, it's really an issue, because we want you just as to be great and love yourself just as much as we do. Okay? Like you have to have you can't expect Scorpio to be on her shit, but you're not on your shit. Anyways, motivational message is food. What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating, visualizing the nutrients I'm consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing this food. So the advice is, I don't know why this came out. Us Scorpios love food, so maybe that's why it came out. So just make sure you eating your good stuff and what you love, but don't be eating a bunch of junk food, Scorpios, okay? So sometimes we can eat too much junk. Maybe sometimes when we like, even if we're happy, we eat junk. I'm talking about like stuff that we like. It could be like candy. Sometimes I eat too many chips sometimes. So that could be, or ice cream. I love ice cream. But like, just be careful of what you're eating, especially today, okay? Like, if you're very sensitive to like energy, you're gonna have to be careful today with going out for July 4th, okay? Or just like being around people in general. And Scorpios, this is advice. Just be careful. Make sure you're drinking your water and make sure you're eating lightly and not too much junk. Okay, try to balance it out because we have Venus that's in Gemini. So you have to be careful with social gatherings today and who's around you, because this could be a day that is like there's a lot going on astrologically. So you just gotta be careful. Like social gatherings can become sometimes a little awkward when Venus is in Gemini, because you can possibly run into somebody you actually haven't seen for a while, or if you don't like or somebody that you're beefing with. Okay, and we don't know, that could be turned into something ridiculous. And then we have Neptune that is stationed retrograde in Aries. And because you're Scorpio, and you have the Mars, like your planet is Mars and Pluto, you just gotta be careful because um illusions are slowly coming down at this time, and you gotta be careful who you're around because the energy can be very confusing and conflicting at this time, because if somebody's manipulating the energy or if illusions are coming down, you're not gonna know what's what. Okay, so we need your head on straight. And then we have I believe moon is in Scorpio. Okay, so you might be a little bit more vulnerable than normal. And then we have the sun in Cyrus. And then with that being said, your intuition might be a little heightened, Scorpio. So just be careful. Um, what else? And if you're sensitive to energy, the sun in Cyrus can definitely make you have a lot of sensitivity. So for example, if you're somebody like me and have like a sensory I have sensory overload, just be careful going to like loud events and being around loud crowded people, because you can easily get a sensory overload, meaning your ears might hurt, your eyes, like bright lights when it's flickering, might bother you. You might get more irritable, so just be careful. All right, so for the finances, actually let me use this deck. For the finances for Scorpio, spirit, what is it looking like for my Scorpios for the month of July for the finances? What is their finances looking like for the month of July? Yeah, so just make sure that you eat in lightly. Make like help like you can eat what you want today, but don't like eat like a whole bunch of crap. Okay, make sure you drink your water too. All right, so we had the Five of Wands. I don't know why this is coming up in your. You know what? I know exactly. It kind of ties to your love message. We have the Five of Wands. We have a Leo here that's in the energy, lingering around, that is creating like competition and misunderstandings at this time. Like they might listen. This is a lost opportunity for this person. It's showing. It's a lost opportunity because they decided to go a different way, and it's showing up in your like finance and career section, because this person was literally trying to get in the way of your finances and your career. That's what it's showing. It could be in the reverse as well. Okay, just be mindful for that. Okay, this person has a very bad temper, and I feel like it was bringing you a bad temper because you were showing a mirror of themselves. This person, it has a nasty energy. And then we got the Hangman. So yeah, they were resisting change. They were resisting change. It is showing right here that they was resisting change, and they have a lack of focus. Okay, and you felt like they was holding you back from your like your goals and your money. They were trying to show it. I don't know how accurate this could be. This could also be in the reverse, so just be mindful that it could be in the reverse, and they were stalling to make change. But then I'm getting here that somebody really was it like really pestering to make you like it made this. I don't know if this was a relationship. It could be a relationship, or it could be just friends with benefits that wanted more, or you wanted more within this dynamic. However, it seemed like they were trying to rush things, but I don't know what the rush was, because we have the Five of Cups here. Okay, where now it was like emotional baggage. Now you feel like Scorpio, it's either them now that's feeling grief, or you, Scorpio, that was grieving. But they're showing Scorpio here that was grieving. Okay, like because this person wasn't trying to change, and I feel like you really was trying to guide them the way of like what you were actually looking for within the dynamic. What else for the Scorpios? What they need to know in regards to their finances and career, spirit? Can we actually get like a finance and career? This person was a stalemate, Two of Swords. Okay? And they were withholding some information from you. Here they come, King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, tyrant energy, a lacks experience. This person really did lack experience with a lot of areas that you are experienced in. But that's okay. But you was trying to show them a different way and they weren't trying to do that. They were withholding some secrets here. They were. This person was very unpredictable. You never knew what side they were in because they was always intoxicated. All right, so we're gonna use a different deck. See if this. I'm so tired of this deck. It's not bringing out anything different than the love message. All right. Yeah, this person had no. You would notice also that, like, I think I already said this. This person was definitely holding a secret. And they thought that you didn't know. This person would play in your face, like heavy, and thought they was disguising something. It's almost like they were testing you and trying to make you like second guess yourself when you already seen right through them. That's probably why you left. Okay, can we please get a different message, Spirit, in regards to the finance and career? Finance and career, Spirit. We got the High Priestess and the Upright. Yeah, this person tried to block your intuition, but you were seeing right through them. You're somebody that is that trust themselves. Like, oh, okay, Spirit, that's too many. Okay. This is pretty much all like everything I already said. You're somebody that is very knowledgeable and you are the High Priestess. And this person tried to fool your intuition when they couldn't. Why? Because you're the High Priestess. You're transitioning and you're changing right now. Like everything in your life, you're transforming. And you're leaving all like old toxic behavior and old patterns behind that you've already experienced and already went through. And you're not dealing with not even somebody that wants to come in and try to like, this person is, okay, so I'm going to get this. This situation that you dealt with is literally something that you already went through many times with past people. You called it and you're moving on. This person, the Page of Wands, the fire sign, has a lack of direction. Okay, and they create conflict that's not even really your conflict. It's something that is inside within them because they don't have any creativity. And if they do have a creativity and it's like super blocked because they would rather go out and party, they would rather do nonsense that doesn't, they procrastinate a lot. This person, they brag about how they have a lot of people that don't like them when in reality it's not something to brag about. They have self-limiting beliefs, and a lot of times with their beliefs they don't move with the way that they believe in. Like it's almost like they doubt. They have certain beliefs, but they don't move with their beliefs. Get it? Okay? You notice this. 3 of Swords. You're releasing this, you're forgiving the past, and you're moving on. Even if it has to be them. Spirit, I don't even think... Spirit, can we please... then you got the Empress. You're the Empress and you're the High Priestess. And this person... this person is missing out. They missed out on a good thing. You see these cars? Okay. Spirit, you're not giving me nothing on finance. I think that is because right now your finances are looking okay. But I don't know. Is this something that the Scorpios don't need to know or what they already know, Spirit? Okay. Can we get some oracles maybe if you're not going to give us anything on I mean, that is a little bit because this person really tried to block your finances in a way that they didn't want to say. They wanted to be the one that had like the leverage. Scorpios don't compete with masculines or feminines. We stay in our own lane and we don't worry about nobody else. Okay, you get that? Especially somebody wants to come in with an offer. It's not this person though. I think it's that person from the love mess. I don't know. You might, or they might come in with a brand new offer and you might reject them. I don't know about that. But you're gonna use your third eye, and yeah, you're the high priestess. You're gonna use your third eye and know if this is nonsense. But you're guarded. Don't blame you. You got a water sign, Pisces or Cancer, that wants to come in though and provide an offer. This is somebody that actually rejected you, I believe, in the past. Yeah. It's either them that wants to come in with the offer or the water sign. But I think the water sign wants to come in with an offer. But you got to use your third eye when it comes to that person. Why is this coming up in the finance? Because I believe these are people that wanted to block your finances. I truly believe this, Scorpio. These are people that wanted to block your finances. Because I'm not understanding this. Because why would it be coming? It's in the finance, in the career department. I'm confused. Get the motivational message on your finance and career. I think you already know what's up with your career and what you got going on, where people try to block it and it didn't work. People trying to come in and it's not going to work. I think it's energy calls it this time. We don't need cards for this. Fuel is your motivational message. I enjoy doing things that fuel me. It feels great to do things for myself. When I make sure I am taken care of, I can better show up for those in my life and for the work that I do. That's exactly why you choose to go the other way when people come in with this nonsense. You focus on yourself and you work on yourself so that way you can be a better, like a good person for those that want to be in your life. But the thing is, these are people that don't even want to do good for themselves. Scorpio. All right, love you, and I hope you have a great July 4th and stay safe.